Hello ladies, I am back again. My name is Lisa Philippi and I am here to show you this little Christmas journal that I have pretty much finished at this point. Was going to try to do more of it on camera, but because it's getting dark so late here and because of the fact that I do work a full-time job, so when I get off at 5 o'clock, there's a very short window of time before it gets dark. And for lighting purposes, it's very hard to get very good videos. So I've worked on this in the evening some, and then now I have it pretty much complete. I just wanted to show you that here on the back of it, I did wind up covering this with a different pattern from the front. But then, let's see, here as I open it up, I can show you that one thing I did was I did attach the ribbon here to the inside of the cover here on the front and the back so that that ribbon is attached on this journal. I created a pocket here on the front where I did this little snippet, I guess, I don't know, like a cluster. I started out with a piece of sheet music, and I added little bits of cheesecloth here and there. I added a little fussy cut of a little bit of a holly there. So that was just fussy cut out. And then this little image was something that I already had. And then this is a mother of pearl button that I put some little gold string in. I do have a little piece of like old wrapping paper that's kind of a gold here as just another little bit of a layer. And then I also added a little bit more cheesecloth on the underneath layer before I glued it down. And then I knew that I wanted on this journal for you to see all of this lace poking out from the front cover and poking out a little bit from the sides as well. So on these two tags that I put on the inside of the cover, I added lace to the tops of those. So I have this one, and then on the back it's just blank so that that could be writing space. And again, on the back of that one, same thing, just blank. And then that way that lace is poking through to the front of, over the top of the journal. And then here on the front, inside, we have another fussy cut. I believe that most of these that I got that were the fussy cut of the Victorian were from on Etsy. It's tailor-made journals, I think is what that is. I can also try to put that in the description as well. And then I had to use from my stash, some of the pages were some of my old 12 by 12 scrapbooking papers because of the fact that this is 6 inches and 6 inches here. If I wanted it to go the whole length, I needed that full 12 inches. But I didn't use all of them, so that way that you could see some of these layers poking through as you're flipping through it. This one is a piece of just regular copy paper that I did with the tea dyeing with the lace pattern. And so you see that that pattern is on both sides. It's a little darker on one side than the other. And then I have a little tuck spot here with a little journaling card and another little bit of lace here poking out over the edge, and then a little doily here. Again, that's coffee dyed, some writing paper. And then what I did here was I created this to be a flip out, so that this, because this is like it's a reproduction from scrapbooking paper that I had, so I cut that out and then I created that to be a flip out there. And then another little piece of lace here, and then this pretty little image I just have paper clipped in, so that would be like a journaling card that can be written on or given away. And then a little tag here. And then this was a die cut piece. And this paper is again from Everlasting Journals, and which is the same as, it's the same from the same pack or from the same digital kit as that I used here on the front, the background cover from this. It's from that same background kit from Everlasting Journals. And then whenever I flip that over here, I did this as a flip out, and I used my aged tape where I had used my alcohol inks to make these aged tapes. And then here we have one of the little sacks that I have used the stenciling with the texture paste to create this great pattern. And you can feel that raised on here, so it's a great texture. And then I just have another little fussy cut piece here that's Victorian. I used a lot of the Victorian theme throughout this journal. Again, we have a little tuck spot here with the Santa. And then just some tags that are stuck in here. One that says Jingle All the Way and the other one that says Let It Snow. Some lace poking out from behind and around that corner. Some old ledger paper. And then here, this one is just, this little image is just clipped in with one of these tiny little clips. And lace peeking out over the top, which again, you know, creates all of that here. Excuse me. And then here we have another piece that I fussy cut, and I put that in here so that it is sort of a pocket, not really a tuck spot, so that you could add your paper, writing paper here. And then here on this side, I used one of the coffee dyed CD cases that are small, so they were some kind of a smaller disc, and this one already has a picture inside of a girl, and then that can create also like a little tuck spot there. And then this is some of that 12 by 12 paper that I had from my stash from the scrapbooking days. And then this one, I was going to show you this because the way that I put these in, which I, you know, copied this from someone else, but in the signature to hide the way that the pages are sewn in here, if you have one of your little envelopes that you haven't already glued together, that's how you do that. And then now that this is all sewn, my signature is already sewn in, all I have to do now is just add my glue here to glue this shut. Oops, I put a little bit too much glue all the way up. Luckily, that is one thing I do like about that art glitter glue, is that whenever it dries, since that happened, that doesn't dry sticky. So nothing, it's not like this is gonna now try to stick to that page or the envelope try to, you know, stick closed. That is one thing I do really like about that glue. And then now, so that is my signature, the center of the signature. And here we have another little journal card that I have just paper clipped in. And then here on the back of that sheet, I did another little tag. This one was from, I didn't fussy cut this one. This was from a package that I've had for years, and finally, you know, using it. But I just did this tag to kind of create a tuck spot. So the tag is actually glued in, but just on this side. And you can see that I used some cheesecloth, or at least I hope you can see that, where I used some cheesecloth down before I glued him, and it just really adds a nice little bit of texture. And then again, some lace that's poking out over the edge. And then a nice little tiny, this is not much bigger than like a postage stamp size tuck for just a little journaling card. And then here we have again lace over the top. And then here for this little sack, again, I used the sheet music, some cheesecloth, and then a fussy cut of that Victorian. And then this one is just a little tag that's here in the pocket. And then again here, I created a side pocket, and then I have this journal card here ready to just be written on or given away. Again, lace poking out on the sides. And another piece of lace poking up over the top here with a little tuck spot. And then here on this one, I have lace out on the side and from the top. This is a heavier, this is like cardstock. Again, I believe that this one was from the scrapbooking papers, the 12 by 12 scrapbooking papers. And then over here on this side, I have another fussy cut that I cut out myself. And then just a journaling card. This one has Santa here on the back, but I wanted the more plain side here. And then I have just a little flip out. Again, this could be a tuck spot, but I liked that it just kind of comes out. And then I added some lace here on this edge. And then this is just another little fussy cut that I cut out. This one I did go ahead and glue it all the way down, so it's not a tuck spot. And then there's lace here across the top. So this one has a lot of little pieces of lace. And again, this is that coffee dyed lace paper that I have made a lot of. I'm gonna keep making some more of those. I'm hoping that after the first of the year, I can try to get packs of these lace coffee dyed papers listed in some ephemera packs or something to sell in my Etsy shop. And then here, another little side pocket with just some tags, journal cards tucked in. And then the very last back cover, I did use some lace, and that is some vintage lace, to create a pocket. And then the tag that's in that pocket, again, I did just some sheet music, cheesecloth, and a fussy cut. So that is my little journal here, and this one is going to get listed in my Etsy shop, so it will be available hopefully later today. If not today, then by tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate your support. I love the fact that we all get to share these ideas. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment, and I'll be happy to respond to you. I appreciate everyone who has liked and subscribed, and I hope that if you enjoyed this, that you will like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.